What's up, co-reporters, and welcome back to my channel. I've got some great news in regards to the case involving disgraced Teen Mom Next Chapter star Ryan Edwards. According to the U.S. Senate, the District Attorney's Office is asking for Ryan's probation to be revoked and for him to start immediately serving a 3-year jail sentence. And I think that's wonderful because it would protect his community. He has obviously shown that he has no interest in improving in any way, shape, or form, kicking his addiction, driving safely, or doing anything safely, right? Especially when you look at that video of him getting involved in a brawl recently. So I do think that they are making the right move here. And I love that they are striking while the iron is hot. It really, for a while, felt as though the judge presiding over Ryan Edwards' case wanted to keep Ryan out of jail at all costs and just to avoid having Ryan take any kind of responsibility or accountability. But just the other day, he finally said, listen, I have had it. I am fed up with this guy making a fool out of me. By constantly getting in trouble when I keep getting him out of trouble. It's making me look stupid. And so let's take a look at what it is that the DA actually said to try and get in her petition to get Ryan locked up, shall we? By the way, if you're enjoying the stream, please do make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more news just like this. So the court papers that were exclusively obtained by the U.S. Senate read, and I quote, the defendant is currently on probation for harassment, possession of a controlled substance, and driving under the influence. On each of these charges, defendant Ryan Edwards was sentenced to 11 months and 29 days, each ordered to run consecutively to one another for an effective sentence of 3 years on Hamilton County probation. So, of course, when you've got that 3-year jail stint hanging over your head, if you're not following probation rules properly, the natural consequence of not taking your probation seriously should be for that to be revoked and for your suspended sentence to be handed down to you. And I do think that that is what should happen to Ryan. So I'm really glad to see that the DA has filed this. But to be honest with you guys, even though the judge lost his cool with Ryan the other day, I still think that he is hell-bent on coddling Ryan. So I don't think that he will accept this, to be honest with you guys. Okay, so let's not get our hopes too high up. The judge so far hasn't shown us that he cares more about the safety of his community than of this one boy being able to be a fool. But I digress. So now, the document goes on to mention his continuing care contract, which is part of his plea deal. And in this contract, Ryan had agreed to attend 4 12-step support groups per week. And he had also promised to attend an aftercare group meeting either on Tuesdays or Thursdays each month for a period of a year. And he's also supposed to keep counseling plus Vivitrol appointments. And the next one was scheduled for the 17th of November. And so far, he hasn't been keeping up with pretty much any of that, right? They're saying that furthermore, the defendant, Ryan Edwards, agreed to submit a comprehensive report for follow-up treatment to the court. And we also know, based off the video that I published yesterday and the reports coming out, that he didn't do that either. So obviously, the DA is not being harsh or anything. The DA is being perfectly reasonable when they say this guy he's playing us. He's playing us. He's trolling us. So let's go ahead and give him that jail sentence that he so desperately wants, right? They literally say in their papers, quote, the defendant, Ryan Edwards, has failed to complete any of the above recommendations that he agreed to complete as part of his plea agreement. Oh, nice and spicy, just the way I like it. He also missed out on his drug screenings. He just has not been doing anything. So I agree. Lock him the F up. Let's go down to another quote that they mentioned. So they were really, guys, really, and I am saying this in caps lock, capital REALLY. The entire court was really pissed off about that video, of Ryan and his girlfriend being involved in some kind of trashy bar brawl. Okay. And that gets mentioned in these court documents again. Here's the quote. It also recently came to the state's attention that the defendant was involved in an altercation at a local bar in which the defendant had to be forcibly removed from the bar by security. For these reasons, the state petitioned this court to revoke the defendant's probation and require defendant to serve the balance of his sentence at Hamilton County Jail. Whoo! Man, oh man, oh man, you guys, they are not effing around on him. And here's the thing. The DA has been on Ryan's ass from the very beginning. The DA was never playing any games with him. They wanted him from the very beginning to serve time, especially after the demon known as Ryan Christopher Edwards completely trashed the home in which his estranged wife and children live in. They said, really, you want to have someone like this roaming the streets, Judge? And the judge said, you know what? That's my man, and I'm going to stick beside him. Let him roam free. You know, like they have been saying this. Then when Ryan was caught driving around twice the speed limit, they said again, wow, look at all the stuff he's done. And now he's doing this. He's not taking this seriously. He shouldn't be free. And the judge again said, listen, that Glock 3000 is too good. I'm not passing it up. Keep my man free. And so, you know, this isn't like a new change for them. Like they have always been going hard on Ryan. It's the judge has been protecting him, who has been protecting him. And who I worry is going to protect him again when Friday rolls around. So Friday, Ryan is due back in court for us to find out the results of his drug test. By the way, it's not too late to let us know in the comment section whether or not you think he's going to pass the drug test or if you think he's going to fail the drug test. Again, I think he's going to fail because like this petition says, Ryan has not been keeping up with any part of his probation. So why keep up with the drug part? That's the funnest part. Really? That's the funnest part. Of course, he's not going to keep up with it. You know what I mean? Like he's not going to get himself tested. So in his logic, crackhead logic says, if I'm not getting drug tested, I can do drugs. Who's going to find out? Who's going to find out? I win, you lose, basically, right? So I think he's going to fail. And hopefully, if it turns out that he fails, even if it doesn't turn out, but I hope that especially if it turns out that he fails, the judge gives him the full 3 years. I think if he passes, the judge is going to go, oh, well, you know, he passed. So I guess we're being a little hard on him. Like he's doing his best. Yeah, he's stumbling a bit, but like at least he's not on drugs for the time being. So I'll give him a month or two. But no, I want him to get the full 3 years. The 3 years is what he deserves. He has been given way too many chances. Many people have been sentenced to years in jail, longer than even 3 years, for doing far less, okay? So the fact that this man can go and do so many different things, he can be caught with drugs on so many different occasions. He can go ahead and boost his ex-wife, trash the home that his children live in. He can go ahead and drive twice the legal limit. He could go ahead and just keep on breaking these probations on and on, over and over and over again. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just too much. Lock him up, throw away the key, and then see if he's ready to be reasonable when he hits 38 years old. Don't even let him out early for good behavior. It's too late for that. It's too late. You already know that his behavior in the real world is not good. So who cares if he can play nice for a little bit in jail? No, let him stay locked up the full 3 years. That's just my opinion, but I digress. I do want to know what you guys think about all of this. Again, the DA has been tough on Ryan from the very beginning. They have wanted him locked up, as he should be, after every single charge he caught, and the judge has been protecting him. Do you think that the judge, who has already shown that he's a little fed up with Ryan, is going to actually have Ryan serve the 3 years that he's supposed to be serving now that he has broken his probation for the millionth time? Or do you think he's going to once again coddle Ryan Christopher Edwards? And do you think that Ryan Christopher Edwards is going to pass his drug test? Do you think that him passing or failing can affect the result, the ruling here in regards to revoking his probation, should it? I feel like he's already broken his probation, right, in so many other ways. So why would it be contingent on one more thing? It should already be revoked, in my opinion. But I digress. As usual, I'm more interested in hearing what you have to say about everything. So please make sure to leave all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.